Hello, adventurous ones. Normally, I would be making a new toy review, comic book review, or some video of that nature and stuff like that, but not today. Recently, as of late, I've had a declining in my health, and it's kind of scary to think about what's happening here. I mean, the title of this video is already telling you what's going on with me, but at the same time, there's a lot more to the story. Basically, July 2025, I went for my medical checkup and stuff like that, my yearly checkup. Okay, no issues whatsoever. Around late November, December, I started having all sorts of different issues happening and stuff. I was getting really bad muscle cramps. Headaches were increasing bad. My body was feeling more run down and tired than it ever was. And I even caught pneumonia at one point, walking pneumonia at one point. And they said that's not good for me when I have asthma. Okay, I have acute asthma. So they put me on meds. I had to be quarantined, so to speak. I couldn't be around anybody and stuff. My older brother would bring over the anything I need, like soup, if I need stuff to make soup or any of that kind of stuff. Okay. And it was going fine for a while, but then this year it started again. My blood pressure was going extremely high all the time and stuff. I was under great deals of stress because we had issues around the house. We had, I had financial issues and so on and so forth. My mind and body were just getting fucked up, so to speak. And you'll have to pardon the language. You might hear me swear a lot in this one. So much to the point now that I've gone under stress testing. Okay. Now, normally when you go under stress testing and stuff like that, it's just to check your blood pressure, see how high it is, and what we can do to fix it, and all that kind of stuff. Well, as of July, the blood pressure test failed. 5 times to be precise. After 5 times, see, there's a warning when it comes to under medical procedure for blood pressure and stuff, is that if you failed a blood pressure test 5 times, they have to call in paramedics. So I'm at my doctor's office. I walked all the way over there from my house, and it's right behind the hospital. Went to my doctor's office and stuff to get this all checked up on and stuff. Okay. First time around, I went in June. They said my blood pressure medication's going to have to be changed up. They decided to level it up a couple notches and stuff and give me, to see how it will work for 30 days and stuff. Okay, because I failed the blood pressure test 4 times that day. Okay. They said, we're going to have to up your blood pressure medication. We're going to have to start checking up on your blood pressure and so on and so forth. Okay. Well, by the time I got back in July, okay, shit hit the fan. Because I literally was under so much stress from things, so much blood pressure was going on, and my body was just getting worn down to hell, okay, that the blood pressure went up, all the way up. It was way up there. And they did the blood pressure testing on me 5 times in the office. When it fails 5 times, because they do it 4 times, they do it each time, like every 20 minutes they'll check my blood pressure again, slap the cuff thing on me, and check that thing. Okay. When it fails 5 times, there's a procedure that they have to call the hospital. The hospital is going to send over paramedics, and you have to be taken over to the emergency room to, and so on and so forth. I told them I'm perfectly fine. If I need to go over to the hospital, I'll walk over to the hospital. I don't need paramedics and shit. Okay? They said no. They said no, you cannot walk. Because after failing the blood pressure test 5 times, it's a chance you walk out of here, you might have a stroke or a heart attack. Okay? Because your blood pressure is extremely freaking high. And I said, well, I thought that changing the blood pressure medication was supposed to help. It doesn't help if the body is not willing to cooperate with it. So, I've been diagnosed with stage 2 hypertension. Meaning that at any point in time, if my blood pressure is too freaking above normal, it's going to freaking take the ticker away. It's literally going to kill it. I'm either gonna have a stroke from it, or I'm gonna have a fatal heart attack from it. So, why am I telling everyone this now? Because recently, as of December, okay, I have gone under a great deal of stress. And I mean a great deal of stress. It actually started back in January of 2025 when the water pipes bursted under the house. And we were without water for 3 months. Okay? I was under so much stressing right then and there, I didn't know what to do with anything. I was getting so stressed out and stuff. And at that point, my aunt and uncle were coming down, making sure I had buckets of water and stuff like that to use to boil up, make dinners with, or frickin' do the dishes with, or even, boil some up to get cleaned up, get washed up and stuff like that if I need to and everything. My body was under so much stress at that point that I almost felt like I was going to have a heart attack. Okay? And then other shit happened in that time frame. I received my first ever ban on Twitch. And that was from an Australian Twitch streamer who I thought was okay with me talking to them and stuff like that about my health issue, whatever was going on with me and stuff like that. Okay, well, apparently there's a little thing on Twitch called trauma dumping. Okay, and if you do too much of it, okay, or drama dumping, whatever the fuck you want to call it, okay, people will get sick of it. Well, according to him, I, was doing too much of it and stuff. It put my freaking body into overload. I went in freaking, I was crying, I was upset. I've never been banned from anything in my entire fucking life. And my body just went crazy to the point I felt like I was going to die. I felt like right then and there, my body was going to kill me right then and there. I mean, I'm already having so many freaking issues here, and this happens. So, what happened from here on out? Well, apparently, it happens just back in July, I believe it was, or June. I was banned again from someone else that this Twitch streamer knows and stuff. And all because I supposedly crashed out in their live stream. Okay, because I found out I won the giveaway. I was typing in all caps, are you serious? I'm happy and stuff like that. But apparently she didn't take it that way. She took it as I'm crashing out in her live stream. So apparently that requires me being banned and being screwed out of my giveaway. Yeah. So, all that culminated into another person banning me. Then this person, it was like a goddamn domino effect at that point. That they told 2 friends, let's tell this friend, and so on and so forth. Okay, all that did is put my blood pressure stress over the fucking limits. over the fucking limits. I am freaking so strained out of my body right now that I can't think straight. I feel like my head and my body and my mind are all just fucked up. Well, there's reasons for that whole thing. Because with stage 2 hypertension, your body goes through any kind of strain, any kind of stress, it will freaking collapse in on itself. And if you're not talking to anybody about this stuff, like a therapist or someone that you can trust and everything that can help you calm your body down, keep your mind calm, get your everything going normal again, you're going to explode. You're literally going to explode. And that's what happened with me. So, now, you may be wondering what's in here. This is my blood pressure tester. I have to wear this cuff thing all the time. And I have to test my blood pressure about 4 times a day. And basically, I have to strap it on just like this. Almost like a wrist communicator thing and stuff like that. Or like one of those ones that people use for when they go and exercise and stuff. Then I have to take it like this and put it against my chest, and it reads the rhythmic of my heartbeats, my blood pressure, and everything else in between. Like I'm going to show you right now. Now that it's going to tighten around the wrist. It's going to keep going and going. And as you can see or hear it, as it's getting louder, there you go. Now it's done. Okay. Our blood pressure right now is at 160/98. So basically, we're in normal stats. Even though I was getting uptight from talking about that shit. Okay, now one thing though is for some reason the right side of my body is always got a freaking higher level point, and I could do it on the left side and it'll have a lower point. But right now it's saying it's 160/98, and so basically we're in normal stats at the moment. And then we put that away just like that, close it up, and put it aside. So that's what I have to do now from now on and the rest of my days of being alive. I have to literally do this, test this thing on me every freaking day. Now, the first time I actually started using this thing, the instructions in the box, they don't even tell you you're supposed to put it up against your chest, okay? And it reads the blood pressure. It tells you you strap it on the wrist, and then you take your blood pressure and stuff. Well, I was doing it this way all the time and stuff, and it still reads your blood pressure and everything, but it reads at a different rate and normalcy. Now, this is all technical garbo that you're all probably going, why are you telling us all this? We don't want to know this. The point is, I had to make a lot of life changes. I'm literally now working on trying to get into a gym so I can start doing a little more exercising and stuff. I already do exercising as it is during the summertime. I'll walk everywhere I gotta go, okay? I will walk downtown from my house all the way downtown. That's like 8 blocks from here or 5 blocks from here. Hospital's 8 blocks from here. So, and then the grocery stores and other places and stuff, same deal. You know, I'll walk all the way over there if I need to and stuff. There's a lot of times I don't take dial-a-ride everywhere and stuff I gotta go, because I don't drive. If I need to go someplace, I usually call my aunt and uncle to come and get me, Or my older brother will come and get me and take me where I gotta go and stuff. Or my cousins will come and get me once in a while and take me everywhere I gotta go. I don't drive. So anytime I gotta go someplace and stuff, I have to make arrangements to get where I gotta go and stuff. But during summertime, I've always walked. Ever since I came home from Georgia in 2022 and started changing everything about my life, coming back to YouTube and so on and so forth. Summertime, I got out walking. And I says, hey, this isn't too bad. I like this, and I like doing this. Let's walk down, and we got to walk places more often and stuff. Hell, when I have to go to my dentist appointment, it's right down, it's 3 blocks from here and stuff. All I got to do is walk over to the dentist office. I don't need to take a dial-a-ride or any of that stuff. I can just walk there. And I've done it more than once. Even after getting teeth pulled, I freaking walked out of there and was walking back home. The point is, lots of life changes had to take place. Okay, so even in my dieting, eating habits, if you will, had to change differently and stuff. The Cool Ranch Doritos I used to eat all the time, can't eat those anymore. We got to eat normal, we got to eat low sodium kind of things, and so on and so forth. Now, when I have pizza and stuff like that, I got to watch my salt levels on that, sodium levels and all that kind of stuff. It's not easy. When you're 48 years old, by yourself, living at home by yourself and stuff, living in your own home by yourself, minus your 4 fur babies and so on and so forth. Okay, the human interactions aren't there for me. Okay, most of my human interactions are talking to everyone on YouTube or Twitter or on Twitch like I used to do and stuff like that. These days, I still I'm still friends with certain people on Twitch and stuff, but when they ask me how I'm doing and stuff, I'll just say I'm doing fine. I don't try to do any of that trauma dumping BS, whatever the fuck it is, okay, that got me banned by these other Twitch streamers, okay, but when it comes to the other ones and stuff, I just tell them I'm doing fine. Doing fine. How are you? You know, that's about it. I don't share with them on anything and stuff because I don't feel like I want to share with them now after what's happened to me and stuff. Okay, and when it comes to my friends on YouTube and Twitter, Instagram, and stuff like that, I've already told my friends at the Council of Comics what the hell was going on with me and stuff, and they were helpful. They were giving me advice on what to do and everything else in between. And they even said that it's not a big deal as long as you keep an eye on your blood pressure and stuff. And don't get upset. Don't get upset over things and stuff. So I try not to do that anymore. And I still play my Overwatch game and stuff like that, okay? But when I start to feel that where I want to get angry and stuff like that, I just say, put the controller down, leave the game alone for a while, walk away. Walk away. It's the best I can do for myself. Now, everything I've told you right now, and minus the whole getting banned stuff, you know, okay, the point is, you got to take better care of yourselves, okay? Watch that blood pressure. If your doctor is telling you it's too freaking high at some point and stuff, start making changes in your life. There's got to be certain things you got to be able to do, and otherwise, that ticker inside you is just going to go kaboom. Because one day, the blood pressure is going to become too freaking high to the point that you're going to implode. And talk to people. Talk to people you trust. Don't go like I did and stuff like that and thought these people were friends of mine and stuff, and then they backstab me, okay? Talk to actual people, you know. Talk to people that are your friends, real friends and stuff, okay? And tell them what's going on with you. If you feel you need to talk to someone, you're so stressed out and stuff, then sit down and talk to someone, okay? Just say, hey, you guys got time for me to talk and stuff like that, you know. I'm not doing too well and stuff. And Yeah, 22 and his wife and Michael Baker and all them, said that praying to Jesus is the answer and stuff like that. Yeah, in some cases it is. Because if God wanted me to go, right, he probably would have let me walk out that door that day, and there goes my heart. So, make the changes. If that's what needs to be done, make the changes. Life is not what it used to be, okay? We are running on borrowed time now. Every day we walk out that door for going to work, going to school, or anything else in between it. It could be our last day. That's why I always tell you guys, when you go out to for the day or something like that, or your family is going to work or going to school or whatever and stuff like that, okay, every chance you have, tell them how much you love and care about them, okay? Because like I said, you could walk out that door one day, they could walk out that door one day, and it might be the last time they walk through that door. Okay? That's why I always stress this stuff. At the end of every one of my videos, I always tell you, don't listen to stupid idiots, because these days, we got morons that love to just run their fucking mouths and say stupid shit that are going to get people badly hurt, or even worse, 6 feet in the ground forever. Okay? I mean, look what happened with Charlie Kirk. Yeah, the guy wasn't the greatest person in the world and stuff like that, and he voiced his own opinion about things and stuff, but that's how he was, okay? Deep down, he probably wasn't even a real bad guy and stuff like that, but the person that took his life seen him as that bad guy. Why? Because stupid people running their mouths, that's why. That's why I always tell you, don't listen to those people, and don't do stupid shit that's going to get you badly hurt or 6 feet in the ground forever. Use your brains, people. So God gave you, okay, brains in your heads. Use them. And the same thing goes with your health. If you feel there's something going on with you and stuff like that, get it checked out. All right? Don't take the time thinking that it's going to be something that'll probably just pass over or some shit. So do just that, okay? Get out there, live your lives, but at the same time, get home safely to the people that love and care for you, okay? And show them how much you love and care for them in return. And always keep an eye on your health. Like I said, life is short, and we're living on borrowed time now. I have to go through what I'm going through right now, but at the same time, I'm going to work my ass off to make sure I'm going to be around for everyone. Because I want to see the day when my older nieces and nephews get married and stuff like that. Okay, I want to see the day when they have kids of their own and everything in between it. I want to live my days on this earth for as long as I possibly can. And if God decides one day it's time for me to go, then that's when it's going to happen. Anyways, until then, take care. God bless to all of you out there. And I mean that. I've always meant that. I don't give a shit what side of anything you're on, okay? Life is precious. And it's also very short. So live your lives, but do it smartly and safely. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you all later.